Hey everyone and welcome to Storytime. My name is Jake and today we are going to be looking at the subreddit r/choosingbeggars, where people get a bit too picky when it comes to asking for free stuff. If you're new around here, please do hit subscribe down below so that you never miss out on another video. But for now, let's sit back, relax, and enjoy some Reddit stories. You will hire a moving company for me. So, about a year ago, I started working as a store manager for a company that would send me around to different stores in the area to fix them up nice. I would go through paperwork and make sure everything was up to date, throw out trash, and take care of the expired products. I would put in work orders for damaged displays, so on and so forth. A few months ago, I met my match. This store was a mess. Paperwork and expired product aisle. The previous store manager was also using the back room as a storage unit. Waffle makers, face paint, 90s CDs, a ton of things just stored in boxes in the back room. And we aren't talking a couple small boxes either. There were maybe 6 4x4 foot boxes and a bunch of smaller ones. There were managers between her and I, so those items had been sitting back there since May 2018. And it was now February 2019. I was focusing on the store and operations, and that's where my priorities were. But mostly because I had no way of contacting this woman and I was focused on the store and my job. One day, mid-February, I get a call from a woman. I answered the phone with the typical phone greeting. "Fixer-uppers, this is me." "Hi, I'm sure you've heard all about me, but..." I was wrongly fired because Bossman is crazy and sexist and hates women, and I was the best thing to happen to that store. I'm the reason it's still running, and more rantings and ravings about things I have no knowledge of. "And Mike said you were cool, but I guess you're not, and I guess I'm going to have to sue you all as well. So, who should I serve the papers to?" I'm sorry, what? The only thing I've ever said to this woman is the above. "I just want my belongings and you're not going to give them to me, so who are you? So I can serve you papers?" I'm sorry that all happened to you, but we really don't need to go that far. I just took over this store and I would love to help you come pick up your items. What day are you free to do so? So I can schedule double coverage and help you move things. "Well, I only really need my waffle maker and my face paints right now, and I don't have a truck to come get them." "Okay, I'll call Bossman and see what he says I can do." "Fine, here's my number." After hanging up with her, I called Bossman and he gave me the go-ahead to hire a U-Haul on the company's dime to help her out. He was being more than reasonable after the horrendous things she said about him. Just my opinion. For context, I've known Bossman for years. He's a super nice man that will help anyone who asks. Yes, he's a little sharp around the edges, but it's just how he does his job. He was my boss previously, and that's how I got into this company that I'm working in now. After calling her back, I told her what Bossman said, and she flipped out. "Are you serious? I'm a single mother, and I sprained my wrist, and I can't unload a U-Haul truck by myself. You will hire a moving crew to come bring my items to me, and you will have them move my items carefully into my house." "I'm sorry, but I cannot do that. Bossman gave me the go-ahead to get you a U-Haul and that's it. I'm more than happy to help you load it." "I'm not giving Bossman or you my address because you'll probably stalk me." Me, kind of done at this point. "Lady, I'm just trying to help you. I want your items gone as badly as you claim them. So this is me doing my best to make this work. But I can't help you if you don't meet me halfway." She said she was going to call the police and hung up. Afterwards, she kept calling my store, saying she was going to come get her items, and then just wouldn't show up. She kept threatening to get the police involved, but never did. Finally, I had enough and called the authorities just to ask them what I should do. The last thing I want is to do the wrong thing or irritate the wrong person. So I just wanted to make sure I was thorough. They told me to give her 30 days to come get her items, and if she didn't, they were to be discarded. They told me to get it in writing, and I mentioned lady won't give me her address. They said I could text or email it to her and that would work fine. I texted it to her because that's the only method I had to contact her. Hello lady, I just got off the phone with Bossman and the police department and they said I can legally give you a 30-day notice to come pick up your things. If you don't, then they will be discarded. So this is your 30-day notice to come claim your items before I discard them. I even gave her a halfway notice when I hadn't heard from her in a while. Hello, just a reminder that you have 14 days left to pick up your things before they are discarded. I was eating a burrito with my boyfriend at 9:30 PM and I get a text. Someone will pick up my things tomorrow at around 2. Have all the boxes ready out the front of the store. Thanks. I understand what you are saying, but I don't feel comfortable leaving your belongings outside. I will bring them down the stairs for you so they are easily accessible when you walk through the door. And I will have double coverage so I can help load stuff into the vehicle. I'm sure you've already heard about how Sally has been stalking me for over a year. I won't come into the store because she has a piece. Leave my things outside so the movers can get them. Sally is a store manager at another location. Sally no longer works here, so I can guarantee you that that is not an issue, if it was once. I honestly do not know what happened between you and others, but I don't want to be held liable if something from your belongings gets taken by someone else. So, to cover my own butt, I will bring them down the stairs when I get to work tomorrow, and I will help bring them outside when the movers get there. But I will not just leave your items outside the store all day. My special needs kiddo is going to be helping tomorrow with all his schoolmates. Please just dump my things on the sidewalk. I'm sorry, but I'm not leaving your items outside. I will bring them down the stairs and you can come in and get them, or they will be forfeited on the previously discussed day. I cannot allow that to happen unless we all know that Sally is truly gone. I'm not sending people into that store if they are going to get shot at. Inside my head, you're afraid of being shot and you're still bringing your child? Well, I work there every day and I have yet to get shot at. If you feel too threatened to walk into the store, you can call the police station and request an officer be present. Otherwise, that's how things are going. Are you actually acting like the Sally thing didn't happen? I worked there for 4 years and had way worse things happen to me than being shot at. Let's make this really easy. Is Sally still working at company? You should pack everything into normal size boxes so I can fit them into my car before Sally hurts all of us. It's okay. I'm going to ask for an officer to be present anyway, just for both of us to be put at ease a bit. Is Sally still working for company? Just want to make sure the police know who they should be looking for. I will fill them in on the whole situation. So you knowingly lied about Sally's employment, even though a special needs child will be there tomorrow? I did not. I told you Sally doesn't work at my store anymore. I will make the police aware of what is going on in great detail, from my side and my side only, and that is it. After, she just kept saying, "You lied about Sally," and I just stopped responding. I texted her at 1 PM asking for a heads up when she was on the way, and she didn't respond. I was scheduled to leave at 3 to keep from going into overtime, and 2:30 rolls around and still nothing. I text her at 3 telling me I'm leaving for the day, and if she decides to come get her items, to give me a 24-hour notice so I can ask for an officer to be present. She then freaked out. "The moving company just got here and they're already paid for. You're really going to make me lose hundreds of dollars when you agreed to let me pick my things up today?" I just told her to come get her things, and I'll stay late. I called an officer to be present and I showed him the messages while we were waiting for her to show up. Lady walks in without seeing all of the boxes and goes, "That's not all of it. You stole my vacuum and art supplies," and turns to the officer. "She texted me saying she would put all the boxes out front and didn't. Just so you know that she's a pathological liar." I have hardwood floors and not artistic talent, so no, I did not. Also, he read all the messages. Silence. Just starts loading boxes. Okay, you make a list of all the things that aren't here and we will look for them later. There's so much more to this, but it's exhausting me just talking about it. Turns out this lady made a hate page for the company and full on slanders poor Sally online when all Sally ever did was work for her. The top comment to this story was, "You should have had a Sally cardboard cutout made for when she showed up." And that would have just been perfect. Imagine this like automatic moving mannequin of Sally and then she just like freaks out. Finally got the courage to say no. This just happened 15 minutes ago. I'm still here. Formerly homeless. Been homeless for a long time, on and off, most of my life. Early childhood would have days of not eating for a couple of days at a time. I enjoy food. On a break from chores, I decide to go to the park, get some McDonald's, and enjoy people watching. Stuff I did when I was homeless. As I was walking up to the entrance, I saw this lady asking people at the drive-thru if they can get her a sandwich. Naturally, they said no. I stood there for a while before I decided to say duck it and get her something, so I called her over. She thanked me and in we went. I ordered off the dollar menu because pretty much all I get and think it is the tastiest thing on the menu. I told her she could get one of the meals if she wanted. She ordered a number 1, then started to order more meals. I interrupted and told her please don't do that. That's when she pointed to these guys in the parking lot and waved them to come in, which they did. She told them that I'm being greedy and didn't want to buy them meals. I told the cashier I'm not paying for anything anymore. That's when they also started notching that I'm being a greedy person and started to get in my face. Lucky for me, the manager looks like he just got out of prison and was looking for an excuse to mess someone up. He got the other guys to leave. That's when the woman went back to ordering stuff off the menu. I told her I'm not buying her anything anymore and told the cashier I only want the things for myself. She was whining but eventually left after the manager came back. Sorry for the plain writing, but I'm proud of myself for finally having the courage to say no. I know what it's like to be hungry, and it's hard for me to say no in these situations, but I'm glad I did. I really hate that, the fact that some homeless person obviously is hungry and wants a meal, but the fact that they find someone that's willing to help, and then they're like, you know what, we can take advantage of them. That's just not cool. Hey everyone, I hope you all had a really good day and that you enjoyed that video. If you want to check out some other videos, then click on screen right now or check out the playlist down below. If you enjoyed that video, then please do leave a like. And if you want to submit your own stories, then you can do so by joining the Discord in the top link in the description. But thank you so much for watching and I will see you very soon.